This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
What's up, XRP fam? What's up, crypto bag stuffers? It's the bag man back in the building. How's everybody doing out there? I hope y'all are doing well, holding strong, stuffing those bags, and continuing to stay extra bullish out there. I got a quick XRP Ripple update for y'all, so let's go ahead and dive into this extra bullishness.
Before they label XRP the standard, we gon' blast off. You gon' be stranded, be deserted, that's a bad call. All them coins you holding, they collapse, that's a bad fall.
Flare Networks launches Cost and Testnet 2 while impersonation scams are on fire. Watch out for those scams. And with that, it's time to get this party back on the road. Congratulations to Flare Networks for the successful launch of Cost and 2 and taking the next step towards unlocking value. Flare Finance would like to announce the successful redeployment of our smart contracts. The beta is coming. I hope you samurais out there are ready. Let's go. Ripple SEC responds to XRP holders' plea for intervention. Ripple Labs agreed that the interveners should be permitted to proceed with their motion to clarify the issues improperly explained by the SEC's amended complaint. According to San Francisco-based blockchain firm, the interveners' concerns about the lack of clarity in the SEC case are well-founded. It is a reply to Deaton's motion. The defendants also argued that the SEC's attempt to shut down XRP trading in the United States are based on a theory of liability that is ambiguous and perhaps deliberately misleading, it concluded. And yes, this is deliberately misleading because it's all part of the show to shake you out. If the SEC continues to equivocate and refuses to clearly state its position on these issues, interveners' interest in the outcome of the litigation could be different, whatever the SEC's position. Defendants do not object to interveners filing their motion under Rule 24, claiming that the consolidation or coordination of claims without the SEC's consent and sovereign immunity bars such as intervention. The agency concluded its plea by stating, if the court permitted movements to intervene, it would be a logic bound to allow all investors and interested members of the public with differing viewpoints to intervene under the underlying actions. John Deaton, the man behind the aforementioned motion to intervene, was quick to comment on the matter as soon as the responses were filed by the two. He tweeted, I haven't spoken to Ripple or its lawyers about what I've been trying to do, although some of you have tweeted that I should, but Ripple's lawyers sent a message in the response. They hinted that maybe there is a role for us, even if it's not intervention. Crypto Law writes, both the SEC News and Ripple have now filed responses in the U.S. District Court to the motion to intervene filed by John E. Deaton 1 on the behalf of the XRP Army holders. Read them in our documents library and follow us here on Twitter for updates. In his initial motion to Judge Torres, Deaton has asserted that XRP holders' interests are not adequately represented, as the holders of XRP cannot objectively rely on Ripple's efforts. So shout out to John E. Deaton and the XRP Army. SEC's Ripple lawsuit, what will the impact of the judgment be on XRP? Popular attorney Jeremy Hogan offered a response to the same during a recent interview, citing the ruling in the Kick Interactive case as the worst case scenario. Hogan argued that the similar judgment would definitely not be a death blow to Ripple, and XRP will certainly not fall down to nothing. In the aforementioned case, the defendant was fined 10% of what is raised in the undisputed ICO, with the court also ruling that Kick Interactive will have to agree to comply with SEC securities laws and can only sell the KIN token to accredited investors. If a similar judgment is passed in the present case involving Ripple and XRP, according to Hogan, it wouldn't put it out of business. Ripple is looking really strong as far as its current and future sales are probably not the sales of securities. Now, if you go back to 2014, 2015, and 16, now you may have more of a problem. So the show continues, but the phoenix is rising from those ashes. RippleX XRP issuing gateways, also open source, explains why it makes sense to issue currencies on the XRP ledger and has a ranking of the top issued currencies. XRP issuing gateways. How many drops do you have? How many transactions can you do? Issuing gateways do not need to accumulate or exchange XRP. They must hold only a small balance of XRP to meet the reserve requirements and pay the cost of sending transactions through the network. Issuing stable coins. holding XRP, transaction costs, coming in XRP Ledger Gateway, issued currencies, trust lines, liquidity and currency exchange, XRP, the native cryptocurrency of the XRP ledger. The Bank of Japan said Friday that it has created a liaison and coordination committee intended to support its planned efforts to test central bank currency CBDCs in the coming weeks. 2021, it's coming. Massive cryptocurrency shift. As previously reported, Japanese central bank's officials said this month that its experiments would begin in the spring. Purpose of the committee is to serve as a connecting point between the central banks and the private sector. The BOJ laid out a rationale for wanting to create such a committee. While the bank currently has no plans to issue central bank digital currencies from the viewpoint of ensuring the stability and efficiency of the overall payment and settlement systems, the bank will prepare thoroughly, including implementing experiments to respond to changes in circumstances in the appropriate manner. In the course of a CBDC exploration, the bank considers it important to apply the knowledge of various stakeholders such as the private sector, experts, and relevant public authorities. The Fed said that if it were to ever pursue a CBDC in production, private sector involvement would be critical to its success. Private sector members of the BOJ group include a range of banking payments and fintech associations per the document. Meetings will be hosted virtually and held as necessary depending on the progress of the POC, with the details to be published in consultation with members. So the Fed said if they were ever going to pursue a CBDC in production, private sector involvement would be critical to its success. And we know that Ripple pilots a private ledger for central banks launching CBDCs. If your bags aren't packed and you aren't ready, it's going to be too late. Once this rocket takes off, you will be left behind. Shout out to Crypto Toes. XRP BTC rounding bottom at the exact same levels as 2017 before the eruption. Hold on to your XRP bags, and you can see right here, we are setting up for a massive explosion for XRP, blasting through all the FUD and all the haters. The dollar may not actually be backed by anything. Cryptocurrencies are backed by something. They're backed by underlying networks, and the XRP network has the strongest, and we have the XRP army behind it. Let's go ahead and check out this short clip.
It's very perplexing to me, and I'll tell you why. Okay, I will give him the first statement that it's highly volatile, and at this point it's tough to use for transactions. But then he says it's not really a store of value, and then says it's essentially a substitute for gold. So the 4,000, 5,000 year store of value that we know historically is gold. And he just said it's like gold, but it's not a store of value. So does he not think gold is a store of value? And with what the Fed's doing right now, is $1? Is he really making the case that that's a store of value?
Well, hey, Joe, you're thinking about it exactly the right way. I mean, there's a lot to unpack there. So first of all, as a store of value, I would just say there's a reason people have flocked to Bitcoin in the last year, right? Which is something else happened in the last year. And that is that we increased the money supply by 40%. So when you do that in a world of supply and demand, it means that the dollar is at least a 40% less good store of value than it was a year ago. And that is one of the reasons people look to Bitcoin. But Joe, the point I really want to make is the dollar may not actually be backed by anything.
The dollar may not actually be backed by anything.
Obviously, we went off the gold standard in the Nixon administration, but cryptocurrencies actually are backed by something.
Cryptocurrencies actually are backed by something.
They're backed by underlying networks. And what you're buying when you buy a crypto token, whether it's Bitcoin or anything else, is you're buying a piece of a financial network that's being built to transact all kinds of stuff. And the number of things that have gone on chain in the last 2 years is enormously high. That's why the cryptocurrency market today is almost a $2 trillion market. I believe in the wisdom of crowds personally, and I think that there's kind of like forces of the future at work here and then forces of the status quo. I think the crowds are telling you that these networks are where finance is going in the future. I'd want to be part of that.
Tokenized real estate inches forward despite legal, technical hurdles. Everything is going digital in the digital age, in the cryptocurrency blockchain wave. In a free-flowing and often contentious discussion, they highlighted the complexities that arise when decentralized finance and stringent government oversight meet. Host Kiran Arif of AKRU seldom spoke. When asked why tokenized real estate is so exciting, Flight pointed to the size of the market and how few investors can gain exposure to it. You've got $280 trillion of real estate assets, and tokenized real estate is going to let all the investors into that asset class, he said. So cryptocurrencies, blockchain is going to let all the investors into this. Noting that high prices and regulations have traditionally kept the average investors out of the real estate market aside from purchases like homes. We want to offer these securities, these asset-backed securities, to people who traditionally haven't had access to them. The blockchain wave, the cryptocurrency wave is here. 2021 will be massive for cryptocurrencies. It's happening right before our eyes, and we're here at the forefront with our bags packed, ready to lead the charge. If there is any NFT collectors out there, a couple websites to check out. Crypto.com/NFT, a new era begins. Aston Martin, F1 team, never miss a drop. Check out the different drops they got here. We're excited to be the first Formula One team to offer a new way for our fans to own a unique piece of history. The collection of NFTs we're making available capture the very first moment of the team's return to the Grand Prix racing after the absence of more than 6 decades. And here we got some of the NFTs here. They're all sold out, but we can check out and see what they look like. This is a pit stop top view. 500 editions sold out. So if you're an NFT collector, this one might be pretty cool. Crypto.com/NFT. Also, we have the NBA Top Shot. Any NBA fans, any collectors looking to collect some NBA stuff right here, check out the NBA Top Shot and start collecting your NBA NFTs. Also, VV.me, they have a whole bunch of cool partnerships with DC, Cartoon Network, Star Trek, Ghostbusters. They just had their recent release of Ultraman. So another NFT site for any collectors out there interested in jumping into the NFT gang. Also, anybody out there in the music game looking to jump on the blockchain music wave, check out audius.co, start streaming your music and start getting stream payments to you. Also, emanate.live. Check out emanate.live, another blockchain-based music site, kind of like the Spotify of blockchain music. So any music artists out there looking to jump into the blockchain music wave, check out Emanate and Audius. And the last two things we got here, current world population, 7.8 billion people. The estimated number of global crypto users has passed 100 million, and boomers are now getting drawn to Bitcoin too, report finds. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 0.01% of the new greatest transformational wealth ever. We are here, bags packed, continuing to buy these dips, continuing to add to our bags. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope those bags are packed because the show is just getting started and the bull run is just getting started. And the most parabolic one hasn't even joined the party yet. We're still waiting for the phoenix to rise. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's Sunday. Go outside and enjoy the smell of the flowers. I am the XRP bag man. I am not a financial advisor, but y'all know what I'm stuffing my bags with. And it's the best, the fastest, the most secure, the most parabolic, the most banks, partnerships. I hope y'all continue to stay bullish out there. Continue stuffing those bags. And I will catch y'all all in the next one. Peace out, crypto fam.
Before they label XRP the standard, we gon' blast off. You gon' be stranded, be deserted, that's a bad call. All them coins you holding, they collapse, that's a bad fall. It was all a show to shake you out to sell your bags off. Now the price exploding in the skies past the Astros. SEC who? I'll see you on the moon.